How's it going? Hunter Thompson, the founder of raisingcapital.com. And I wanted to record this short video because I hear people struggling with this all the time. They're sick of dealing with hard money lenders and they want to find a path away from this for a lot of reasons. And I totally get this. It makes a lot of sense why people go down this path, but then they find out pretty quickly it's a path with a lot of limitations, which we'll talk about. So number one, we'll talk about why that's the case. Number two, we'll definitely talk about how you can potentially solve this and unlock a whole different level of growth and scalability into your business. Now, first of all, why does this happen? Well, let's say you are a fix and flipper in particular. You've got a really good strategy for buying properties. Maybe they're distressed. Maybe they need some renovations. You're able to renovate them and then sell them and make good money, maybe 50K, 100K, maybe even double that. But the issue is that you're kind of finding that you're beholden to these lenders. Now, why? Because basically it's easy. It's readily available. There'll even be hard money lenders that run ads to you and say, hey, listen, we'll finance 70, 80, 90% of your deals. Just click here to fill out an application. And if you're a fix and flipper, you're like, wow, they're just popping up on my newsfeed. I'm just going to put my information here and hopefully I can get some of that money so I can go ahead and do this deal. Well, that should be a clue, right? They have a business and obviously they are running ads because their business is so lucrative that they will pay for advertising to get in front of you so that you'll basically do a lot of the work associated with fixing the house and they can make good money and all they have to do is come up with the money. At the end of the day, that's the reason they're running those ads. That's the reason that business model exists, is because they have access to money and you don't. Now, you may already have access to money, but obviously if you're using hard money lenders, you want more access to more money. The problem though, as if you're watching this, you probably know, is that this has really significant impact on your business. It's very expensive. Sometimes it can be a very slow, drawn out process. They can require you put money in the deal, and sometimes that's even very difficult to come up with. And so you very quickly find out that your growth is limited. It's basically controlled by them. They decide what deals you can do. They decide which ones you have to pass on. They decide how much capital you have to put in the deal and how much capital they can put in the deal, and basically not you. And so because of this, there's massive headwinds with the structure, right? You find out that you can't scale as fast as you want. You can't do as many deals as you want. Maybe you want to do bigger and better deals and make a lot more money, probably working the same amount as if you were doing smaller deals. But you find out that they effectively control your business because they control the capital. They control the equity side of the transaction. And essentially, while it sounds like you have a business, many of you know fixing and flipping when someone else controls the money is a lot like having a job. And some people we've worked with in the past, they've got a W-2 job and they're fixing and flipping houses on the side. And now it's like they've got two jobs and they feel like they're leaving a lot on the table. Well, there's a solution for this, which is for you to start taking control over the equity of your business to attract your investors, ideal investors, people that are interested in investing with you. These are people that are bought into the idea of investing with you, not solely focused on the deal. They don't have this insane underwriting criteria. They don't even have a business that's focused on investing. These are typically high-income professionals, doctors, lawyers, dentists, network marketers, people in oil and gas industry. Pick a topic. We have helped people of all these different niches position themselves to attract these kinds of passive investors. And I highlight this here because at the end of the day, passive investors who are looking for passive opportunities, they don't want to stick their hooks in you. They're just looking for a good place to park their capital. So it is totally possible for you to attract these people who do not have a business with this massive underwriting process, with all these limitations around how much they can lend. And also, when you do this, because the economics can be way better, it's way less expensive and you've got way more control. You can even do things like say, hey, listen, rather than you invest $100K or $500,000 with me once and I fix and flip a property, Why don't we come to an agreement where you allow me to take the same capital and fix it 3 times and renovate 3 properties, and then once I sell the third one, then you get your money back. You can even do a structure where you pull 10 investors together to buy bigger deals or buy more deals. Or you can even do a structure where you say, hey, I get to use this money for 3 years, and after the end of the 3rd year, once the next property is done, then I'll return it to you. Those are just some of the ideas you can do. This can change your business. I've helped so many people go from the fix and flip hard money, basically scheme where you're making money every 12 months or every 6 months, to building something far more sustainable, far more scalable, where now you've got millions of dollars that you can simply pull from. Let me ask you something. How much easier would it be for you to go under contract? How much easier would it be to negotiate a price reduction if you could literally show that the money's already available to the seller? Wouldn't that help you out dramatically? Wouldn't it help your confidence in your ability to close? Wouldn't it help the seller's ability to know that you can close if you could show the money's already there? That's what I'm talking about. And that's how this game is played at the higher level. So if you want to control your business, if you want to control your life, we have created a blueprint for exactly how to do this. We've helped countless people go from raising 50K, 100K, to raising millions or tens of millions of dollars. We've helped countless people go from single family fix and flips to multifamily acquisitions. The last property I just bought was a $10 million 56 unit property in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. I started by buying $30,000 properties. I know this game inside and out. We've helped countless people that are in this exact situation. If you're watching this right now, some situation very similar to you, take control. And by the way, once you have control of your life through equity. At the end of the day, though, the worst case scenario, let's say that you'd go ahead and execute this, and at the very minimum, we can just help you raise, $100 grand or $200 grand, which is like nothing if you've seen our success stories. We could help you raise the money you are currently being required to by your hard money lenders. People that are saying, hey, we'll fund 80% of the deal and you got to put in 20%. Well, what if we could just help you raise a couple $100,000 and solve that problem and really help you scale and stop leaving money on the table? That's like operation number 1. Let's get you to the point where you don't have to do this. Now, of course, you don't have to go with us, but we have a system for this. So just wanted to let you know that there is a better path out there. This is how you do it. Identify and attract your own investors. Yes, it's a slightly different path, but if you do this, it can unlock a whole different level of control, lifestyle, all the freedom that goes along with it. Hope this helps.